Hi guys. Right, who we got in today? Mr. Snazzle, Mrs. Brooks. How the devil are you? Right, let's take a scan around what's going on. Where have do I have a different NASDAQ chart? Because okay, DAX. Ooh, this could be. No, I like it down here though. Gold. Well, we had a super easy trade here as this one broke out. We had a wick down, T1, T2, lovely. We're actually setting up again now. Potentially, we've got a close above. Let's just move the zone to where we are. We've still got plenty of clear space to the left-hand side. Price point will be slightly different. We'll call it 36. Okay, so we've got a new resistance level, lower time frame, higher time frame, hourly. Look, we broke out the range. The range was here. We had a close above. Now, look, what we're seeing right now, if you imagine that the high of the previous candle gets broken, that will mean that this current hourly candle is going to be an outside candle. So buys above here makes sense. Um, we've got just from that high up to the next one, we've got a 75 pip range there. As we drop down the time frame, if we get a close above, in theory, you could be looking into this range. You've got at least 60 pips, so there's plenty of room to work within, guys. Plenty of room. Hi, Peter. How you doing, bud? Literally just got back, did my little workout, ran there, ran back. So I got my 5K run in today, and little accessory workout today. Delts, tries, loads at high rep. Feeling good. Just see if we can find something to potentially latch onto, which gold is probably going to be my preferred option because NASDAQ is sat at daily support. Go down to the 4-hour. We are breaking the 4-hour support. Let's have a look at the hourly. See, we're right on the money here, guys. I don't want to be trading. I don't want to be short into this area, even here and here. So look, we've got zone on zone, very close. But what we could look for here is a potential spike down to then see a buy. So that's what I'll be looking for. I'm not going to focus on the sells here. I don't like the sells yet. We could look for sells if price rallied and created resistance, because then based on these candles here, we've got clear space. But we don't have clear space to the downside. So I'm only going to look at buys on the NASDAQ. Gold, I'm going to look at buys as well. In theory, if you look at this, the way this hourly candle's formed, bullish candle, big rejection candle, then we broke the lows. In theory, the way I'm looking at this now is we should have just carried on lower. But because we haven't, I'm just waiting for the buyers to come back here and potentially, let me just, that text is driving me nuts. There we go. So we'll see. Again, though, if this candle closes, right, sells will be below here, buys will look above the range. Everything else, I'm not interested. DAX buys above the range, sells below. Let's just have a look. Yeah, sells below still. Yeah, loads of clear space on the downside for the DAX. 22,554. So you basically got 210 pip range. So we've got loads of room to the downside. 210 pip range. Who's in today? Oh, we've got a lot of people taking the Friday off as we've absolutely smashed it today. Let me know what your stats are for the day, guys, because there's been some good trades today. And if you've taken the afternoon off, I don't blame you. Hi, Mark. I can't see the live chat. Uh, uh, Jack Bohan. I'm not sure if that's the right name. Um, uh, so, Jack, you can't see the live chat. Guys, I don't know from your side. Whereabouts is the live chat? Someone has just sent me a message and just said they can't see the live chat, and now I've just seen it on my phone, but I've just lost the bloody message. Uh, um, Jacob, if you could just send me another message, mate. I saw something about Aussie USD, but while I was trying to ask the guys where the live chat. Here we go. I've got it on my email. No, that's okay. I'll Peter Cole missed everything today. Busy morning, hoping to get something this session. All right, well, let's see what we can get. Uh, is there any way you can tell me where in fact, let me just have a quick look on. Right, I'm just going to bring up my YouTube channel, so it might get a little bit confusing, guys. Just so this is for Jacob. So the live chat looks like it's on the on the right hand side. So if you delete that, here, join with conversation live chat. Well, that's weird. I'm just seeing it all 10 seconds later. Right, okay, so hopefully you could see that, Jacob or Jake, I'm not quite sure. So forgive me because it was just a YouTube name that I get to see. That's really confusing me now. If only we could do that with the charts. We get to see the charts 10 seconds before they actually make a move. We really would be printing the cash. I've got to get rid of that now. That's confusing me. Guys, bear with me. There's someone at the door again. Bear with me. I'll be 2 seconds. So now you can see I have actually just come straight back from the gym. What was that? I think if you're not subscribed, you can't chat. You have to subscribe. There you go. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, buddy, uh, just subscribe to the channel, and then what you'll see is you can post in the chat, and then I'll be able to answer your questions. Okay, bud. So sorry about that. Thanks for the heads up, Pete. Right, okay, the DAX. We're going to wait for a close below 22,743. Gold, we're waiting. We're waiting patiently for buyers above. To be honest, whether I take any more buys on gold, I'm not sure, um, or any more trades for that matter today. Currently sitting quite nicely on the profit side of it, so it's going to have to be an absolute belter of a setup for me to get involved with this. uh, what's everyone looking at? Anyone looking at anything? Right, Aussie USD. I'll take a look at that for uh, Jake Jacob. Now, look, remember, for those of you that are familiar with the channel, I personally only trade gold and the DAX in the morning session, gold and NASDAQ predominantly in the US session. I will trade the DAX if there's a setup, but that's my three markets. Now, what we've seen is since the indexes and recession fears actually kicking in, we've seen a little bit of a move to the upside on the US dollar, and we've seen a down move to risk currencies. That's Aussie, Kiwi, and Canadian dollar. We are coming into some minor support here on Aussie. Let's just go up to bigger time frame. Now, potentially you could look at this as like a little flag pattern that's forming. Again, not something that I will personally trade. I think realistically, if you're looking at this from the bigger picture, you want to wait for it to break out of these ranges. And even then, it's not like mega clear. Uh, Below here, you've got room down to 6,200, so you've got about 70 points up for grabs below this level. Saying that, you could get a reversal. The market could rebound from here, and you've got from 62.70, so about 130 points up there. All you're going to wait for is buyers to step into the market. I'm not a big believer of just buying at levels. Yeah, you see a lot of people just buy at levels and sell at levels. I'm not a big believer in that. Always wait for market to show you is going to go or potentially go in the direction that you want it to go. Yeah, it's lay probability in your favor. Uh, Euro yen intraday is interesting on the 15 minutes. Well, looks bearish. 4 hour. Okay, yeah, I can see why. I think you naturally have a tendency for contrarian trades, Gandalf, don't you? You always like to look for the reversal as opposed to the way that the market is predominantly moving. You're always looking for support and then want to trade it back. Now, obviously, you can get decent moves that way, but you're also running the gauntlet of going against the sort of higher time frame market direction. So, my preference, I don't think there's a problem with this, but using a 15-minute chart down here, okay, you're not asking for a lot of confirmation. 8M overall bearish on index. Uh, Sorry, buddy. 8 million overall bearish on the index. What do you mean by that, King City? Sorry, buddy. To ask, I'm not quite sure I follow. So when you're looking at contrarian trades, I'd probably want to see a little bit more than just one 15-minute. Exactly. The trend is your friend, and those that use moving averages will. Oh, I'm overall bearish on the index. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Uh, but listen, this is where uh, what's the best way to say it? So, personal opinions on where, like, I can have an opinion on where I think gold will go, or I can have an opinion on something like that. But the one thing you don't want that to do is you don't want that to influence the way that you will execute or manage a trade. It's easier said than done. So, for example, let's say I have a bias that gold is going to go to $4,000 because of what X, Y, and Z reasons, geopolitical tensions, fundamental reasons. So I might just say, right, every time I get in a gold trade, I'm just going to focus on longs and I'm going to manage it like X, Y, and Z. But just because it might go to $4,000 doesn't mean it's going to go in a straight line. So always whenever you're looking at a chart, you want to approach it with the same mindset that your bias on that given day is going to be based around what the chart is telling you, because then you'll approach and trade accordingly to a set of rules other than an emotional bias. And an emotional bias will make you do impulsive, irrational things. So we want to try and eradicate that uh, impulsive buy or that impulsive move of a stop loss. We do it based on, well, if I'm trading with the trend, this is how I'm going to move my stop. If I'm trading against the trend, this is how I'm going to move my stop. If I'm trading with the trend, this is my first TP, this is my second TP, and I'll have X, Y, Z for my third TP, fourth TP, whatever it is. By doing that, you won't do anything impulsive or irrational. You're just going to stay consistent and emotionless, and that will get you to where you want to be in terms of trading returns and consistency. Anna, good evening. Welcome, 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 welcome. You made it at long last. You've not missed anything. Um, I think we did all the good stuff in the morning. Um, I just need to close that down because I can see myself on YouTube and it's confusing the living hell out of me because it's like 10 seconds ago. Okay, so yeah, I'd skip a little bit on those. Okay. So, gold traders, if you do like a little bit of gold, we've had a close above. So, it doesn't matter what's happening right now. Buys above the high of the gold candle, 15-minute gold candle. So, that bullish candle, we've got buys. You can put buy stops above the high of that if you want to. Aaron, we do two different things. We do a monthly charge and we do an annual. So so monthly is 147 and annual is 997. Now, there are a few other things that we can do. Um, we do occasional offers and things like that. Um, right, what we got? Uh, so yeah, um, if you want to see like the base figures, that you can see that on the website at tradeandtrain.com. But if you for any sort of promo offers, ooh, right. Are we seeing NASDAQ going? DAX. Okay, DAX. Uh, right, let's change charts. TV 30. We've got 7 minutes. Let this candle close in 7 minutes and we have a setup. I'm going to go with the DAX. We've got 210 pip range. We're 1% down on the day. If you wanted to be an impulse seller, you could do that, or momentum seller, you could do that right now. Or if you want to be a little bit more conservative, you can wait for the candle to close to see if we're going to hold below the level. Yeah, so Aaron, website will give you certain information. The on the website though, the annual charge is 1,350. But if you wanted the 997, I have that. Is We also have, actually thinking about it, to the end of this month, we have an offer which is 6 months, so 180 days membership, and um, it includes a $3,000 instant funded account, which can scale to $60,000, of which you get stage one, 80% profit share, stage two, 80%, stage three, 70%, stage four, 60%, and stage five, 50%. So that's 797, and it includes a $3,000 instant funded account. So £797 for 6 months, and that. Ah, you guys, you're too kind. Right, Peter, Simon, you got a month free membership for that. Dear. All right. So yeah, that's they're the standard charges. So I mean, ah, look at this, guys. You make me blush. You make me blush. I don't think I could blush anymore right now. I'm just blood pressure's up from running back. All right, so let's let's see where we're going. All right, what do I need to? Uh, do- so I'd probably hold on. So if you're interested in this, I can. Here we go. Where is it? So that square link, I don't know if you can. I don't know if you click on it, it works. That's the 797. So you get 6 months access and a $3,000 account, which is part of. Not that. Where are we? So, wrong one. So that's where you get your account. Can I ask you about Gold Chart this morning? After taking breakout with you before YouTube session, I was tempted of taking a long M30 flip, which I didn't. Yeah, you can in a minute, Anna. I'm just waiting for this. Hold on. Uh, Flip entry. Whereabouts? Here. I'd be cautious there. I'd have looked for a trade up here, but not here. Uh, yeah, so I would wait. I would have waited for trades above this area. Yeah, remember, I only take something you're really, really sure about. So I'm not placing the trade. I'm just getting everything ready. Now, there we go. That's what we'll look for. How far does that have to drop? 145 points. So that's going to be 370 points. Be like 1.6% on the day, which we know it can do. So we've got 45 seconds left for this candle to close below. Hmm. I think the NASDAQ's going to flip, you know. Okay, this one's gone. I'm not interested in that now. All right, so the market's just opened. All right. Where's it gone? Okay, here we go, guys. Let's just pull that down. I think NASDAQ's going to flip today. We shall see. What are we talking? Let's put that there. Let's get partial TPs. Right, we're in. 2,000. Okay, let's get ready for break even. Okay, break even, guys. And there we go, TP, nice and quick. Let's get this up to 50,000, 5,000 even. In fact, yeah, edit. I think we can take a little bit more bite out of it. 5,500. Anyone get that TP? Chilling today, up 4% on the week. Only 2 trades this week. That's lovely. Perfect. Well, there we go. Nice quick trade for 20 pips. What's gold doing? Ooh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, gold. Okay, gold has just broke yesterday's low again. But I'm not gonna. We need to see a close below this area. Yeah, we want to see a close below here. Uh, sorry, Lola. Yeah, couldn't help it. It was just looking too nice. 4% on the week. That's brilliant returns, buddy. That is really, really good. 2 trades, averaging 2% each. Superb. Now, obviously, the way that I trade, my average rate of return is around 0.6% per trade. That's well, it's just under. It's 0.57. We do around 2 or 3 trades per session. Sometimes just one, but the market's been quite favorable to us, and because I am looking at 3 markets these days, there are a few more setups. But yeah, that's I think that could be my lot. Let's get rid of this. Leave me alone. There we go. Right. So NASDAQ, I will watch again, but we're gonna have to wait for. Okay, we'll see how this 15-minute candle closes. For God's sake, how do these channels seem to get my I'm out in a while. Roommate's 60th messy birthday, so I missed the YouTube at 1. Nigel, enjoy the 60th, mate. Man's got a better social life. He's always out and about. Lad ski trips, have our experience, mate 60th, gin o'clock every hour. Right, NASDAQ dropping. I just don't I don't like the chart to the downside as much as we can see like a bear flag setting up. I just don't like the candles. If we get below there, then that's fine. All this area is just so choppy. I'd look for longs again if we get an hourly rejection. I see a nice 100 points to the upside, easy. Even if it continues to the downside, I don't mind that, but I think the rejection here would be quite nice. So if this candle closes above this price point, so in 24 minutes, if we close above this price point, next candle wicks down, I'll buy the break of this high. Now, I I am trying to force things a little bit, and I'm going to be honest with you. The reason for that is I've got three accounts that are all close to getting passed, so I'm I don't want to be trading them on a Monday, as deficit sound. I'm not a big fan of a Monday, so ideally I'd like to try and get them done today. But if I can't, I can't. Mm, okay, gold. Gold could be the one. We just didn't get the setup. Now it's taken out those lows. I think we could be off. All right, so gold's $25 down on the day. So look, there's no point chasing this down here, but what we can do is you got to wait. Wow, what's going on with the NAS? Is that dropped? No. DAX? No. So it's just gold. Gold is the one that is free falling. Now there's a lot of space now, so I do think gold, if you look at it on the daily chart, there's a load of space to the downside. So now we've broken these lows. We're just going to wait for pullbacks. Bias now for gold is shorts. Now don't just jump in because it's down here. Wait for a pullback. You know, it's motoring. That last 5 minute candle's just done $11. If only we could, if only we had a crystal ball. I only needed about three of those 11 to pass all the accounts. All right, so 6 minutes left of the 15. Let me just have a look on Forex Live, see if there's anything that is jumping out. US stock market set for a rough open as quad witching hits. Fed Williams, currently modestly restrictive policy is entirely appropriate. US stocks continue to move low in pre-market. Fed's Goolsby business contacts are waiting on capital spending in light of tariffs. Trump unswayed at efforts to craft tariff deal report. There's not a lot, to be fair. Nothing really. Now it's interesting. We'll see how this hourly candle and 30-minute candle close on the Nasdaq. If this holds, then like I said, if I get a wick down, we're a buy. But gold is a very strong 15-minute candle. If price rotates back up to here, sellers come in, then that's a trade. $47 pips wick at the minute. US recession risks not as high as the media suggests. Three minutes for this candle to close. I've missed. I know I've not got going. That's why it feels weird. Okay, I think Nax, bloody hell, I'm losing it. Nasdaq or DAX, and I come up with the Nax. Right, it's not a trade, guys. I'm just putting it there. Just 190. Yeah, looks good. Now I prefer. The only thing that's putting me off with gold is how far it's moved. And look, we know it can do $40. Saying that, it's moved less in percentage terms than the Nasdaq, but we are looking at the Nasdaq at support with a view to take that back as a bit of a corrective move. There's a huge move below gold if it can break its low. One minute left here. Oh, where are we? On Nasdaq, if closes bullish, will you go for a BPC? Ah, there you go. Sorry. Ah, well done, Aaron. Yeah. We had alerts to look for the cells, but I didn't get a setup, so couldn't take it. Right. You got a wick up here now, guys. So if you want to sell the Switch. Ah, damn it. Hmm. Okay, let's just give that a bit of breathing space. Oh shit. That happened a bit quick. Okay, break even. And oh, that's about as close as TP1 gets. Well, I'm not quite sure. It was a break-even trade, but never mind. It doesn't get any closer than that to TP1 without getting there. Wow. Uh, Robin dogs. Right. Last trade of the day. 064. 085. Partial TP. And this is the last one for me, guys. This will be literally we've traded one on each thing. We've had 10 pips on 20 pips on the NASDAQ, a break even on gold. Oh no, we've not traded the DAX. It'll be 2 trades on the NASDAQ. Anyone get the 10 pips on gold? I didn't. I got break even. Uh, 1 second, guys. 1 second. Got incoming call I have to take, or I'll be in trouble. Hi guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Guys, it's been a session full of interruptions. Hopefully we can get back to business as normal. So I've put a TP at 20 pips. It looks like I had another not so excellent fill. I didn't get a chance to make note of my entry there, unfortunately, because of my good lady. It's always the women in my life that tend to ring me as I'm on live stream. And you would think, one being my mother, one being my better half, that 11 years in this industry, look at gold, the bar steward. Man, did that just drop? We were unlucky there, guys. We were unlucky there. That's Christmas. 47 pips. Damn it. Let's see if we can get the opposite here with NASDAQ. Where's, where's, that's what keeps happening. I've got my AirPod in my pocket. I was wondering why I'm like, I can hear music, but I don't know where it's coming from. There we go. All right, come on now. Let's have another T1. So we just brought risk. I should just put it really underneath this structure there. So 15 pips will do stop loss at entry, just to lock profits in. But we'll see how much I got slipped if it hits T1, because in theory we should be banking 20 pips, but that looked awfully close. Wow, that shows you how many pips I got slipped. That's shocking. So break even. This broker is a bandit. I'm fed up of complaining. Literally, the messages from me. I must have sent 15 screen grabs yesterday. Oh, what's this? An order. President Trump has officially signed an executive order directing the dismantling of the US Department of Education. What? Sounds a bit bizarre. Alright, alright. There's going to be another message. There's a surprise. They're on. Surprise, they've turned their chat off. And probably got fed up with me bombarding them with messages. So, do you want to know how many pips I got there on that gold trade? 26. I got 12. Got 12 pips. That means I was slipped 8 pips. Unbelievable. I'm going to buy again live on. There we go. Because it's just broken the same high. So I've just got a better entry price than the original trade. So partial TP. 2000. Right. Now we can go back to here. So it's basically the same trade, guys. Just giving it a second bite at the cherry. If we get to 15 pips, we'll move stops to break even. Okay, I've moved to break. Oh, it's probably a little bit eager that, but What the fuck? These guys are shysters. Sorry, am I speaking out loud here? That's five pips slipped. Right, I'm literally sorry. If I do a review on this company, I swear to God, it's going to be absolutely trash. Let me see if I can get this. I want the money back for these. I mean, it's not much, but um, it was that was $104, and the previous one was another $80. So basically, uh, gold was $112. There was a break-even trade. So basically, in slippage alone, I've just lost about $400 just there. I literally want that back. I will, and you've seen it all live here, guys, because I'll just post it live. I'll share this video and I'll name it. It's disgusting. You saw it. I mean, the stop loss was at break even, and then you see my trade go into negative. How can it go into negative? They're absolute bandits. DAX long? No, Simon. Absolutely not, mate. Look, this is just. Do you mean DAX or where's clear traffic, mate? If you're gonna do any longs, it's it's NASDAQ. But we got stiffed, so I'm done for the day. Gold and Nasdaq have both been the trades. We were unfortunate here as well. That's moved 70 points. That was everything done. All right, I'm just gonna have to send a message. So I'm sorry to keep messaging, but today is another example. Every trade getting slipped on entry and exit. 3 on live stream on YouTube, costing me over 400 dollars on 3 trades. This is really, really bad, mate. Right, check out the Friday, 21st March, NY NY Open for all trades to be seen live. Not great for marketing. There we go. So that's the message I've just. Tundi, which lot sizes am I using? So on NASDAQ and DAX, I use 2 lots. On gold, I use 3.5. But literally, I've just had my eyes pulled out with these trades this afternoon. There's you could trade a flip. If this comes a little bit deeper, you can trade a flip on the NASDAQ here. I think you just with this broker, you've just got to do it yourself. Like you can't have pending orders. So you're literally just gonna have to go in live. So if it breaks its own high, so for example, I would put an order in a couple of pips above this high. First take profits would be here, which is 20 pips. But what would happen is if I put a pending hoard here, I'm probably not going to get filled to about here, and my first take profit then becomes like 14 pips. Issue with that is it messes with your whole system because you're going from, it'd be like gold. If your first take profit's 10 pips and you end up banking 5 because you've got a crap fill, you're losing 50% of your profits. You can't work with companies like that. Just, it's disgusting. So we will be, I'll let you know how I get on. I mean, when there was an issue the other day, they reimbursed some, but not all. So I'll see if they do the same today. But I definitely think they need to think about changing broker because it's awful. I've never been slipped this much in my life. I've been slipped through news events, but this is every trade. And it's not just entry, it's exit as well. Nicking pips on everything. So the broker's wealth way. So just make sure you don't do anything with wealth way. That's a fact. In terms of the, I'm not going to name and shame the funding company yet because the guy's been good so far in covering partial losses or reinstating some trades, etc., that have been incorrectly screwed. But yeah, it's not good. The only thing I am going to watch, I mean, gold could could keep going, really, guys. Gold could keep going. If you are going to trade down here, you just do it at smaller lot sizing and just keep your risk above the highs. But I'm not getting involved in that. What's the high of this? 21, so 23.2. So I'm not putting an order in now just because there's no point. They don't execute according to the order. I'll be as better trying to hit the buy now button. Oh mate, this morning, God, I don't remember the session. I was knackered. I was absolutely knackered, and I didn't even get a chance to get my vitamins and coffee inside me. So I was literally staring at the screen, going, "What the hell is going on?" We got a trade there, if I remember rightly. Got two trades on the DAX, so that was nice. I'm just having issues with this funded account right now. We've Alright, 23 is what I'm looking for, and then I'm going to be a buyer. So I'm going to do one-click trading because orders aren't getting filled where I want them to be filled. Okay, so I missed it by 2 pips, but it's better than 5 pip. Alright, there we go. So this is what we call the flip entry. So basically, we're waiting for the candle to flip from bearish to bullish because last hourly candle was a strong. So in theory, this needs to be underneath here. So same place as the um, original stop underneath there. Then what we're looking for is the candle to go into blues. And then we can start using magic keys. So as soon as I see 15 pips, I'm going to put magic keys, stop loss at entry. And then now, because of what's going on with this broker, even though it's an index, and in theory you should get stopped at your entry price, and because there's no commissions, I would normally leave my stop loss at entry price. Because of what's going on, I'm actually going to put my stop loss a few pips in profit because we're not getting executed at the desired prices. Let's just put another one. So this is half coming off at this purple line, another half coming off here, and then we'll look at silly targets, which right, what's going on with gold's $41 down. It's having a monster drop today, but to be fair, it's entitled to it. So tomorrow, Monday, what I'd be looking for is any kind on the Sunday open, I'd be looking for any kind of like higher open and then look to sell the lows. That's what I'm going to look for on the open. Yeah. So, oh, Christ, it's 10 past 2. Where's the time? Where's today? Where's this week going? Right. So basically, a flip entry is where we'd look for, where we've seen something like this, a very strong candle that's come off a resistance level or a strong trend. We've got at least a 20 pip wick. The next candle moves lower, then it breaks its own high. So what had happened here, the candle had given us a little bit of a wick, then it moved lower, and then it broke and created a new high. I missed the entry by 2 pips because I'm doing bloody one-click trading because I'm not getting executed at the prices that I want to get executed at. So yeah, I'm doing at market orders, which is something I'm kind of frown against, and I would never tell anyone to do it because you're acting then off impulse as opposed to uh, like rigid entry price. So I'm always skeptical about doing market entries, but under the current circumstances, the way that this setup is working right now, I'm not very happy. So it's leaving me no choice but to buy at the price or sell at the price. The downside with that as well, yeah, it will lead to more errors. Oh, keeps. And this. Okay, let's have a look. What's that? 33 pips. Hmm. Gold is still dropping. Did another 40 points from those lows. Well, that was hindsight's a wonderful thing. We could look at it and say that was the one to trade, but I'm always skeptical when something's moved that far. to keep chasing it. I always like to see a pullback before I get in. Now, it's still going. Well, this if this is a losing trade, this will make me about break even for the day, which is annoying because I was about 1.1% up earlier. Obviously, if they chuck back the $400 that they've just cost me on those 3 break-even trades, then we'll be back in profit. But will we get the strong Friday finish, or is it going to be an onslaught? Just let's have a look at the weekly. Let's move that for a second. I mean, it is a strong old move down. We've seen what, 3,000 points to the downside. I've been anticipating a push back up in towards this 20,800, but to create a lower high on the weekly before we either do start to talk about recessions and the market dropping back down. But this is the price point I really like off the weekly, which is, what's that? It's about 18,500, is it? 18.3. So I'm looking at this and I'd love to see the market just push up somewhere in this region. And then we can look for a nice big move to the downside. Now, if we are going to get a push up to where I'm saying, then, that's somewhere up in 20,600, which, I mean, I think top of this range would be lovely. But we've got our 2 TPs sat down here, and if we get our 20 pips and our 55 pips, anything over and above that's a massive bonus. I very rarely get trades that go into the 100, 150 pips. We had a couple this week, touch wood. Hopefully we can get a few more. But yeah, usually around 50 to 80 pips on the indexes is like our sort of like extended um, marker for targets. Yeah, we do have a high probability of success, but at the same point, when we get it slightly wrong, our losses can be bigger. So it's about how we manage those. So normally, what we try and do is de-risk as quickly as possible. We can get the direction right quickly, the short-term direction, which means we can de-risk quickly. But sometimes we get triggered into a trade and it doesn't give us we don't get into enough profit initially to de-risk. So then it's about managing the trade from that perspective, how we can cut losses quickly, how we can move stops. So that's all the learning curve that the new traders have to experience, which is where do you cut losses? When is it? Like for this one, I didn't mind leaving it because we're at a strong level, but let's say we're somewhere in the middle of the range, I'd have been cut. cutting this in half very, very quickly. So we're down. Gold's having a bit of a pullback now. It's pulled back about $7 or $8, I think. Yeah, six. Where's the chat box now? I just realised I'm not. No one's speaking. Uh, yeah. Cheers, Pete. Take care, buddy. Sorry, mate. I didn't see that message. Have a great weekend, pal. I'm just gonna sit through this trade, and then I am done. So I'm not gonna hit my targets this week. Because I can't see this. When I say this week, I mean I don't think all four accounts are gonna get past this week now. Because I don't see this one jumping all the way up here today, and I'm not going to sit through and manage it all the way. I literally, if we can get T1, T2, then I'll just let it run, and whatever happens, happens. I'll let it run overnight. Um, but yeah, I have been more aggressive today because I was trying to get the challenges passed. So I've been using this morning's profit to try and load up a little bit and get the challenges passed because I'm never a big fan of Monday trading. Uh, Now, if there was some, I'm not going to trade gold, but ooh, there you go, guys. That Now, Simon, you were talking about tennis ball effect. If you get one here, mate, then you could look at longs on gold. So if you see another small-bodied 15-minute candle, then you get a bullish candle, then you can look at trading it because you're gonna have what, maybe 15, $10 to $15 to the upside. So maybe you are going to see a short-term little rally on gold. You've got, oh no, you've got London fix, not for a couple of hours yet. Yeah, these have been a long time coming, these blue numbers. Don't stop now, boys. Don't stop now. All right then. I was asking a bit too much. Well, looks like I was asking a bit too much. Wouldn't stay in profit for longer than about 3 seconds. Well, I know we've got international football this weekend, or tonight, but I've got to say, I do prefer it when it's a regular weekend. Not really overjoyed with international football and old Tuchel picking the pensioners team. I think I could get in the England team with my age now, based on a couple of players that have been picked. When we've got so many good young players, I'm surprised at the squad, but it is what it is, right, guys? Okay, come on now. let's uh let's call our Friday off with a nice little winning trade. Uh, what's going on with gold? Okay, gold is pulling in a bullish candle on the 15. So Simon, if you're looking at this, because it's coming off that level, if it closes above the previous candle, you get a wick down, there's a buy. Hey, look, I do prefer um there. Oh, what the hell was that? So it's top of that consolidation basically that the market is rejecting off. Yeah. Oh, that's the trade we took, that breakout there. If gold makes an inside candle, would it still be a buy? Yeah. So look, if this is an inside candle, what you'd do instead of buying above the bullish candle, you wait for a wick down and then buy above the bearish candle. Does that make sense? All right, it's looking good. Gold's looking good. All right, let's change screens. All right, come on then. Stop loss at entry in 5 pips. Make that 9 pips. Come on, market, just push. There we go. And TP, right. What's the profit looking like for today? $766. Less commissions, 716. All right, let's just push this up a little bit because I don't want another one of them shitty exits. But Gundove, you don't need to worry about that now. You're going to get a bullish close. Not a bullish close. Is created an up-range candle now, no matter how it finishes. So my TP2 here is 55 pips. Mark, you are a jack of the flip entries. Yeah, look, it it could have been better, but we got there. Yeah, it's up range now. So look, gold. Here we go. Right, we can, if you want, you can take T2 on gold on NAS now at 40 pips. I've put it at 55. I'm just trying to catch a few extra. Um, it's been a decent day, so I don't mind it running a little bit. So just all right, come on, market. Let's push a bit more. Come on. we're coming back to entry, guys. Looks like. So this would be a classic kind of flip entry, right? If this was a higher time frame, I wouldn't be doing this on a 5 minute, but look, you've got a range here, the candle's broken out. Instead of buying above the high, you've had a deep retracement on this candle, so you just buy above the high of this wick and look to take some pips out the market. Because what's happened is the market's come down, it's trying to if it's going to go down, it's going to keep going down. But if it's going down and attracting buyers, this is what we call grabbing liquidity, then what will happen is it'll attract enough buyers that price starts to rally. So then if it breaks its own high, in theory, it'll break the high of the previous candle and keep going. So gold is a buy in 3 minutes. So look, that would have been your flip entry. So now I would expect it to break the high of this candle. At least it's going to fill the tip of the wick. There you go. Boom. So look, maybe I that's that's just price action. That's reading it where you see complete structure. It's filled the range. It's done what we wanted it to do. Now we saw it stall there and sell off. So if it doesn't push through this high, right, then really we need to move our stops up underneath this low based on price action because if it breaks that low, it's going to turn around and continue to move lower. So that was a classic way of looking at a flip just in live without taking it. Because it's a lower time frame, I wouldn't trade it on that time frame, but that's exactly what I would do. 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes you've got to set up on gold. Anyone going to take the setup on gold? So let's have a look at how the 30-minute candle's closing. Above here, expect more upside. So Gandalf's going to take gold. Anyone else going to take gold long? So it's an hour and a half before London fix. Terry loves gold. Don't we all love gold? My baby at the minute is the DAX. DAX just keeps giving. It's the asset that keeps giving. But gold is the one I've had a long time affair with. It's been my longest affair. Maybe the DAX is because it's new. It's a bit more exciting, but it's definitely giving more back at the minute. It's definitely giving more back at the minute. Scott's considering it. Is that an affair or the DAX? Yeah, the DAX has been really, really kind, mate. But I'd say it's been kind because it's been in a lot of trend and there's a lot of directional candles. So when you've got a lot of directional candles, like gold right now, like gold's been horrendous, but it now after this afternoon's move, you've got directional candles, so you've got free space to trade into. Right, and are we about to get pinged or can it hold? There we go. And see, this would be a flip as well. Okay, so this would be a flip. I'm not trading it. Yeah, I know I've done too many trades today, but like I said, I'm after I want all these three accounts to get past. So we're 759 up for the day, I think. No, 800. Yeah, 759. All right, we've got the wick down. Okay, so now we can place the order. The high 0963. Yeah, that's fine. In fact, let's get rid of that because I'm going to move it a little bit because no doubt, because it's a pending order. So let's see if we get another shocking fill. 3009 and 89 is the entry price. All right. So does anyone know what London Fix is? It's probably one of the busiest trading sessions I think I've done in the US session for little or no gain. Flat, $267. I'm up about $300. But to be fair, it'd be about $700 if we hadn't had all that slippage. So let's see if they come back to me. Let's see if they come back to me with an answer on the slippage. Yeah, so only issue now. 40 pips probably should have taken some off here, but like I said, I was just holding out for a little bit more. I got profit in the can, so I don't mind. I don't mind. Once I've secured and I'm break even and I can't lose, I don't mind holding out for more, especially if the day is above my daily target. So you pick and choose when you want to be greedy. Don't be greedy before you've got nothing in the can. Yeah? Being greedy then is stupid. If you want to be greedy and maximize returns, do it when you've already secured profits and you can't. If the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to hand back some profits, then that's the time to be greedy. Does that make sense, guys? Because you don't really want to be going at it hammer and tong when you've not secured anything. If you've banked 10 pips and you're at break even, you can't lose, then whether you bank 20 pips, 50 pips, or 80 pips, that's your prerogative. Obviously, you need to make sure you've got what we call clear space. Look at that. Boom. That is just price there has the freedom to move. It's not like you're going into small bodies, wicks, etc. So it's got freedom to move. Now, guys, I can pretty much guarantee the amount of trades I've done in this session today, you'll probably never see again. 2 or 3 trades, yes, but we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th. Yeah, you're not going to see that again, guys. But this is, like I said, I'm close on 3 accounts that this is copying to. So I've got good setups, so I'm happy to take the setups. Like NASDAQ, we went from the 15-minute to the 30-minute. It was the same setup, just a higher time frame. So it's not like I'm running around the charts trying to find setup after setup. Gold, I mean, fuck, we're unlucky there. Literally, it moved, we caught it, it missed our TP by less than half a pip, stopped us out at break even. Well, I stopped me out for a loss of $112 because I got slipped. And then it dropped 70 pips. dropped to 130 pips. So look, we've done everything according to the book. We've just traded a little bit more frequently, but it's not it's not that they weren't setups. Everything has been a textbook setup. We've had a flip entry, we've had a continuation here with a wick up and a down. We've had a 15-minute range trade, or BPC, however you want to call it, from down here. Uh, and we're doing the same again. We've got an up range candle. We've had a wick down. We're buying the break of the high off a major structure level. So everything that we're doing is textbook. There hasn't been, oh, let's just buy now or sell now because it looks like it's going to go. But I am going to have fun putting these into a journal later because the uh, the charts will look a little bit different now. That's why it's easy when you only take one or two trades. Who's still in, guys? I get it's Friday, and Aaron, are you still in by any chance, mate? If you are, just let me know. Yeah. Hold gold because you got London fix at 4 o'clock. So in the next hour, there's probably going to be a bit of a correction. So I won't be surprised to see gold move $5 or $10 to the upside, and then maybe continue coming back down. Terry's still in for gold, lovely. So we've got Scott's in, Gandalf's in, Terry's in the room. This is. Uh, I'm guessing Aaron's left now. Anna, did he say anything? So I think we'll put some hashtags on this this live stream. We'll call it Trading Frenzy. This is the. It's been a very active trading session for me. But as you can see, it's not really done anything. 150 up, 112 down, 120 up, 104 down, 267 up. But for those of you that have been in, uh, I've had around $400 of losses in here based on slippage. I have messaged them. I read out exactly what I was typing. I've told them which live stream to watch. I said, it's not great for marketing, is it? You know, if you guys can see my entry and you can see my stop, and all of a sudden you can see that it's not getting entered at the price that I've put in, and the stop loss you can see is at break even, and then all of a sudden you see my magic keys numbers go orange, you know it's gone past my entry price, and therefore I'm losing money. It's really bizarre. But it's every trade at the minute, every single damn trade. I'm gonna have to go in about 6 minutes, guys. But I am gonna leave this trade on, and the only reason I've got to go is because got school collecting. I need to get a shower after gym and the run. So I'm going to leave it on. I've got stop losses in. I'm going to put magic keys onto custom stop loss, trail stop loss. No idea how that's going to work. I've not used it. But by all accounts, as the candle breaks the highs, it will move underneath the low of the next candle. So fingers crossed that's what's going to happen. If not, it's going to be a very quick shower. So like I said, in 5 minutes, I'm going to have to get out of here. So in the meantime, if you've got any questions, guys, throw them in, throw them over. If not, have a superb weekend. Relax, TV, gym, swim, drink, eat, dine, woo your loved ones, play with your kids, whatever it is, go and buy some bits. Just enjoy it. Time is short, time is precious. One of my best. Oh, look at that again. Jesus Christ, these guys. What was it was I'm sure it was 89. Hi. Yeah, my entry was 89. Start last take profit. Literally fucking about 4 or 5 pips slip again. It's just ridiculous. 68. Yeah, I had an entry at 89. 4 pips. Absolute jokes. So now, if you think about it, if you see this go to 3, that's my break even point. Well, I can't move it to break even when it's 3 pips up. It's just bloody stupid. Luckily, I feel quite confident with this one. Otherwise, I'd have just had to close it there and then. But this is why I said I was placing live orders as opposed to market entries. Unbelievable. I don't know if I can. Literally, the guy's going to be thinking I've got some kind of issue because I bombarded him with messages yesterday. I've only sent one today, but I'm about to do another. I just don't know how you can get slipped so often. It's every single trade. The problem is you got to, yeah, it's the accounts that's the problem. That so in theory that's break even now, but I can't go to right there. Oh, I don't think I saw 7 pips. See, that would have been TP1 now. I would have hit TP1, would have been at break even. Fucking joke. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to keep swearing, but it's just very frustrating. Yeah, I think this will be have to be the last account here, unless they change brokers. Because I like the guys that run it. You know, they're always on hand to answer questions, and if there's an issue, they're there. Customer service is great, but unfortunately, customer service doesn't help when it comes to trading. Right, come on, let's give us 7. You got 50% off. Well done, Terry. I'm still waiting for the move. I think it'll come, but Push. And now I'm meant to go, but I can't bloody go because trade's in. Sorry, I just realized I'm whistling down a mic. Go on, give me 7. There we go. And there we go. TP1. Let's push on. Right, let's push this up a little bit. Right. I'm just pushing it up a bit more because I know what these 0. What happened there? Ah, I have no idea how that's happened. Apparently it sold out twice at the same price. So I had 75% of the position close off at the TP1. Doesn't matter, it's profit. That's going to be something. So if you look here, it should have just been 1.75, but somehow there's another 0.87 being taken off. So with 30 pips, 30. I'm going to take half off there and get rid of that. So 30 pips is done. Now I can relax. So we've done another 400 quid, $400 at the end. So I'm just letting this run now, guys. If it gets there, we have another 752, so it'll be 1100. In fact, I tell you what I will do, because I'm not going to be around. I'm just going to put 1 there. Guys, that's a fabulous way to end the day. Now, if I can get that other $400 back that I lost on slippage, that'll be even better. So, guys, have an amazing weekend. Let's see you all on Monday. Maybe I'll do a Monday live stream for US Open or London Open. I don't know. Let me know what you prefer, London Open or US Open. Drop some comments in the chat afterward. Not in the chat. Hit some likes. Drop some comments in the comment section below. Let me know in the comment section below over the weekend whether you want a London Open or a US Open on Monday or both. Either way, let me know. But guys, take care. Have a great day. Aaron, my email address, if you want to reach out to me, is there. So it's mark@tradeandtrain.com. So thanks, guys. All the best, and I'll catch you all Monday.